we have got through the December period, the busy December period, managing to stay just about top of the league. Erling Haaland, however, has been out for a little bit, so it may be closer at the top of the table than maybe it would have been if we had our basically it's a get out of jail free card having Erling Haaland just there. A lot of the matches would have been much less close than they have been. Some of the results would have been different than they have been. We're going to go through all of them. Welcome to today's video, guys. We're taking on West Ham today. Make sure you do leave us that like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Comment what you think of the video, what you think of the team, the season, the series, any other football content you want to see. I'm getting very much keen on just doing football commentary videos, like the one the other day about ranking the Premier League teams' seasons, as well as the one before that. What was the one before that? Oh, the awards, the end of season awards and team of the season and all that. Let me know what you'd want to see. I'm more than happy to, make this a very much a conversation, because that's what I want it to be. At the end of the day, I want to be able to talk to you about it. I want you to talk to me about it. Let's have a chat about football in a normal and not idiot way. Well, I don't want to be an a-hole about it. Maybe that's a better way of phrasing it, because, maybe I am an idiot. Anyway, let's see how our Manchester City team's been going. So today, we are starting on the injury history screen, unfortunately. I'd love to have you just on Erling Haaland's profile and he's fit and healthy and banging in, 80 goals for us. It's 5th of January, so it's ambitious, but it's probably more possible if this hadn't have happened. So last time you were here, we did have this one here from Oscar Pereira, fractured lower leg. He's now just about back. I think he's played once off the bench since coming back. Since then, we've had Ligonet's had a gashed upper leg as well as a fractured toe, missing 3 weeks, which feels like a quick recovery to me. We also had Ruben Diaz pulling his groin, out for 5 days. Haaland bruising his knee, out for 3 days. Haaland then got a hip injury, and he's been out for. He'll be out for 2 months. It says time out, and it says 6 weeks to 2 months, and it's I don't know what one it wants us to say there. Anyway, it was on the 18th. He's still out. He's going to be out for a little while longer, basically. It's been rough going. We then also, as you see here, yesterday, Makoko got an injury. He's got a slight thigh issue, so he's out. We also have, second season in a row, someone damaging their Achilles tendon. Last season it was Kimmich, of course. This time it's Max Aarons, which we can get by with. We do have Mickey Bradley as the other right back option, but then also Araujo can play right back, Jurriën Timber can play right back. We're fine. If our left backs all go down, more of an issue. Ugarte is also currently out, just a couple of weeks ago now. He strained his calf and he's out for another few weeks. It's been rough, especially getting through the December, January period with these limitations. A lot of so many injuries. Look at this. This is since June of this season. Since last season, this is so bad. Since last season ended, we've had this, however many injuries. It says right there, it's 23, but stop it. It's so frustrating because we should be doing some, better than we are, which isn't bad. It's just a lot closer than it should be. So presently the league table is looking like this. We are top. We are top by 2 points over Arsenal, but we do have 2 games in hand over them. So if Newcastle win their game in hand, they'd go up to 46. We'd still have then 2 games in hand. What? Am I an idiot? If we win our 2 games, getting to 23 games, we go to 53. The next best can only be 46. So really, we would have a great lead at the top should we, actually be able to win those games, which we have been able to do of late. If you look at our recent history, we've done decently, but there's a few very tight results there and basically happening since Erling Haaland went out. As for the Champions League, well, it's less going to plan, I guess. So we're down here in 14th, 3 wins from our 6 games, 2 draws, 1 loss. It looks like we're getting through, but we're probably not going to sit in that top 8 and skip that first knockout round, which is less than ideal, but it'll do. There are our 2 Champions League wins there. That's nice to see, isn't it? Just happy little memories. They're lovely, aren't they? The last game you were here for then was this Chelsea game here. 1-0 loss. It wasn't good. It was the 7th minute. It was a great goal for Kai Havertz, and it's what he should be aiming to do in real life, but instead they play him as a number 9, and it doesn't work. We then beat Gladbach 2-1 thanks to Haaland and Isella getting the winner there. 4-1, we then beat, god damn, if I could talk, that would really help us out here. We beat Southampton 4-1, Jeremy Pino getting himself a hat-trick. There's another hat-trick coming up that's very strange. It's a strange hat-trick. We then lost to Manchester United 1-0, don't want to talk about it, it was 1-0 to them. You can see some terrible performances. There's no Erling Haaland, there's an Erling Haaland off the bench. Just Bernardo didn't perform, our defenders didn't perform. Just didn't go well. Just did not go well. PSG then came roaring back. We were up 2-0 after 6 minutes, and then they came roaring back. One from Javis Schlager in the 26th minute, then in the 76th and 91st, Brian Shirky, our old Brentford boy, gets one over us. Absolute monkey. My God. 2-0 then we beat Norwich, Isela and Ndala. Easy peasy. Then, this is it. We beating Blackburn 6-0 with a Tom Davies red card after 16 minutes. That's normal. That's like, oh yeah, City would do that to a, recently promoted side. That's totally normal. Ruben Diaz scored a hat-trick. Ruben Diaz. 2 headers from corners, or set pieces anyway, I can't remember if they were corners. And then a penalty. Because he had scored the 2, we got a penalty. He took it. We end up winning 6-0, a Ruben Diaz hat-trick. I think he then scored straight after that. Yes, against Wolves, Ruben Diaz got us underway, then Pino, then Harrison. That's how it ended. 1-1 then against Dortmund. They got the lead early on through Tielemans, and then Moukoko gets one over his old side late on in the day after Haaland drew a blank. Not great. Okay, this was a weird one. 5-1 over Brighton. They took the lead, then we got a red card, so I changed things up and made us super narrow. Instead of, because it was Ndala that got sent off, we only had one winger left on there. So I made us like a diamond mid, like a 4, then a diamond midfield, and then Haaland, and just played direct and played through balls, and Haaland scored 4 goals, and we won 5-1, a man down. That's where the good results sort of stopped, and I don't know why, but we did get through past Leeds in the Carabao Cup. We're through to the semi-final against Newcastle. You can see it down the bottom of the screen now. Goals from Jeremy Pino and Bernardo Silva. Then 2-1 over Watford with little David Essien getting his first professional goal. 16-year-old. He's about to, I think tomorrow is his 17th birthday. So he'll sign his new contract, I should say, there tomorrow. And he got himself a nice little goal, his first professional goal in the 96th minute, getting us the 3 points over Watford. I'm welling up. We then can't press down because I've clicked elsewhere. 1-0 over Arsenal. It was a nothing game, honestly. We won 1-0. Phil Foden scored after 5 minutes and nothing else really happened. We then beat Burnley 2-1 with a Phil Foden 96th minute penalty. Valente took down, it was a nothing penalty as well. I can't remember who it was. It was someone like, I don't know, not Essien, may have been Phil Foden or Ndala or something, was running like across the box towards the corner flag almost, got taken out, the guy gets a red card, Phil Foden scores a penalty, and that's of our last 3 games there in December since Erling Haaland got injured. So Erling Haaland got injured on the 20th of December. On the 22nd, it took a 96th minute Essien goal, and then on the 29th, it took a 96th minute Phil Foden goal. So if not for those, that's 4 points that we've gained there that are huge. That's why we're top of the league right now, really. Then most recently, 2-1 over Aston Villa. Again, a late goal. Oscar Pereira getting the winner after 80 minutes there after Morato put us up. That's about it. Now we've played all the Claret and Blues, basically. So we've played Burnley there, 2-1. Aston Villa, 2-1. Today we've got West Ham. It's probably going to end up 2-1, isn't it? Let's look at how the squad's going. So, Trafford hasn't played. Nobody cares about that. Average rating, Erling Haaland. If he could stay fit, that would be fantastic. Pereira has been fantastic. Fitness has been an issue. 7 goals, 5 assists. Fantastic. Jeremy Pino, first season in the club, 9 goals, 5 assists. Fantastic. Helmut Isela, sort of didn't really think he was going to actually come through and be this brilliant, basically. When I signed him, I was talking about him, and I thought he was going to be a backup to Bernardo. I was like, we're going all out for the title, but I've just bought someone good as a backup to Bernardo. But he's well outperforming him. 7 goals, 6 assists. Bernardo has 4 goals, 6 assists. So, only 3 goals difference, but the average rating is different by 0.2. Okay, it's not that gigantic, but he's doing very well. Danilo also playing well. Max Aaron's playing well. Well, he was until he hurt his Achilles. 5 goals for Ruben Diaz. 4 of them coming in a space of 3 or 4 days. Phil Foden, 17 goal involvements. Is absolutely unreal. He's doing very well. Would love to just see him stay fit. It's fitness through this like November, December period is rough. Basically, Mickey Bradley playing well, but not really contributing much. Thanks, Odie, for contributing Gerard Butcher, meh. In terms of goals, obviously it's Haaland. He's got 30. Mokoko's got 10. Then Pino and Foden are 3rd and 4th. Assists, Foden, Kimmich, Isela, Nets. That's, the usual crowd. Anyway, let's head through to our lineup. I've done a lot of talking. I don't think we're going to do much business in January unless anyone comes crying and screaming towards us saying they want to leave. We'll probably keep everyone around, I think. Let's get through to today's lineup, which might look a bit weird. So then our lineup today, it is going to be Ederson in goals, a back 4 of Timber, Diaz, Ostergaard and Butcher. Murato playing the halfback role. We have been playing, sort of going between the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-3-3. No real reason, just sort of a bit of something different and getting people in different areas and things like that. Just trying something different, basically. Midfield, as I should have been saying, is Murato as the halfback, Kimmich is the advanced playmaker, Isela is the Mazzala, with Pino on the right and Dala on the left. Phil Foden's our striker. So we've got on the bench Moukoko on his way back from his injury, not fully fit. We're without Aaron's, Haaland and Ugarte, which is a pretty big miss. I mean, 3 very, very good players. I mean, Haaland literally the best player in the world right now, award winning. Like if we go to him, if we go to his is it milestones? We go to awards. World Team of the Year, World Player of the Year, World Footballer of the Year, Goal 50, World Golden Ball, Golden Shoe, Best Player in Europe. He's pretty good. He's pretty good without him though. And Essien is on the bench. Look, I'd rather not play him as our out-and-out striker for a whole Premier League game, but we'll see how this game goes, basically. I mean, if we need him, he'll be the man for the job, because we're going to make him a man for the job. That felt weird. That felt really weird to say about a 16-year-old and tell him that we're going to make him a man. Didn't like that. After a brief intermission of my dogs going mental, here's the team talk. Hoping for just continuity, hoping to keep the good times going. Obviously the squad isn't necessarily going exactly how we'd like it to go, and the season is going well, and our goal is to win the Premier League this season, so we're doing a good, making a good fist of it, I guess. With 2 games in hand, we could go as high as, 6 or 7 points clear at the top. Here we go. We could get to 53, Newcastle can get to 46, so 7 points ahead we could get, so would be pretty fantastic to get there, and set us up for the remainder of the second half of the season that far ahead, because that would be sensational to put us in that sort of a position where we are just shooting away from them, and then getting Haaland back fit. Here's the first highlight, save from Martinez. I assume that's Emi Martinez. Someone's dog is going mental. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Hopefully not, though. Jeremy now with the corner. Geez, it must be a big dog. That is huge. Anyway, Weindal clears the corner. That's probably the end of the highlight. I changed the set pieces around a bit. We haven't necessarily been better from them. Although when Dala's in the box, tackled by Terracciano, okay, that's the end of the highlight. We haven't been necessarily better from set pieces, but I have changed the set pieces around a bit. I didn't like that we were getting caught so many times. Basically, I want 4 people, like 2 back at halfway and then 2 outside the box. So 2 stay back and 2 lurk outside area. For when we lob it in and it doesn't work and it comes out, I want us to take control of it from there. I don't want to get counterattacked, basically. It hasn't led to anything, but I feel like it has helped us control games. Mackham. Oh, that was a good effort. I went to say Mackham. Who's a Mackham? There's a club that... is it Sunderland or something? No, I don't know. Whatever. Mackham's? I don't know. Whatever. That was actually, like the set pieces that I changed was actually directly before the Diaz hat-trick, so it felt like I had done something, like I had really contributed to something, and then we haven't really done much since then. But if those 2 goals make the difference at the end of the season, I'll feel pretty good about myself. Not feeling very good about this opening half hour though, because we haven't done absolutely anything and I need a drink. Really has been nervy the last few weeks. It obviously has made a difference. Here we have a corner here. Jeremy with the corner towards Isella, headed away. Ruben wins it again. Jaeger clears it. I don't know what's happening. That felt weird for a minute there. Butcher now on the left-hand side, driving towards the box, finding Phil Foden, putting it in the back of the net. I'm not confident that he's onside here. I'm not confident at all. Hopefully, though. Because, we need things to go our way a little bit, because they, as much as they have with late goals, get in there, it's a goal. The makeshift striker Phil Foden gets us a goal. Joab Butcher just made that. He just got the ball there and was like, you know what? I'm just going to drive through, fling a ball across the box, and Phil Foden's going to put his nog on it, or his toe on it, I guess, and put us up 1-0. Here's the tie offside. How tight was it? Yeah, he's behind the ball. Don't even worry about it. Easy peasy, 1-0. That's the good stuff. As we were saying, those late goals have sort of gone our way, but it would be really, really great if we can get the, fitness back up and players back, up to full speed, so that we can sort of start to not need things to go our way like that, so that we can, start blowing teams away again, basically, because I don't want the stress of it. The bloody 96th minute winners have been giving my heart problems. Just like the final last night, the bloody FA Cup final last night. It wasn't fun. Don't enjoy it. I mean, firstly, because it starts at midnight for me here in Australia, or in Brisbane specifically, I guess, because it's different elsewhere. Anyway, it starts at midnight, and then it's 2 o'clock, and your heart's absolutely pounding. And I mean, we won, so it was brilliant. But God, it was stressful, wasn't it? Didn't enjoy it. I never feel like I never do. Like games like that, you're just like, I just want it to be over and we've won. I don't want to. Just hurts. Here's a highlight again. Isella flings it out to the right towards Julian Timber. Timber can play in Pino, maybe? Yes, he finds him. He might be offside. Foden on the ball, deflected effort, and that's about it. All right, another highlight straight after, though. Ndala towards the edge of the box. Murato gets tackled there by Oyono? I don't know. Ostergaard wins that. He's into the box. Ostergaard has a go. What are you doing, mate? Know your role. Know your place. It's like that point last night when, John Stone's brilliant. Absolutely sensational game. But had that one moment where he just, found himself in way too much room and was like, I'll have a go. Like a 20th row. And that's hard at Wembley. At Wembley, that's a good wallop. Anyway, here's another highlight. Jeremy taken a little bit wide by Foden's pass. Looks across it, but it's deflected off Windal. Murato to Timber. Murato loses it to Mackin, and this is a bad counter-attack. He looks offside to me. Vitinha in behind Ostergaard, fires it in. I thought he was offside. That was a bad counter-attack. Because it was Murato that lost that, it meant that it was 4 of their players on our 2 centre-backs. Thankfully, it's offside. Vitinha went just that little bit early, or maybe Sargent held the pass a little bit long. Yeah, he's easily offside. It's not even close. Perhaps, should be having a better defensive midfielder than Murato, and maybe that's something to look into this month. But again, I don't want to sell people for, stupidly low fees and then not be able to replace them with an adequate player, which is what we would be doing. We'd be selling a Murato or something. Here's a highlight, though. Isella can't quite... Oh! He scored! Get in! I was going to say can't quite find Joel Ndala, but he can find the back of the goddamn net, as it, very fortunately rebounds, I guess, straight back to Isella as he drives through midfield here, trying to find Ndala. Terracciano lobs it into Isella, who then on the half volley absolutely wallops it into the back of the net. Sensational stuff. This is a good performance because we seem comfortable, as much as they've had 5 shots, the XG isn't very high. It's not been quality chances, as opposed to ours, I guess, which have been better. So it feels like we're more on top, I guess. That is 67 minutes in, though, so we will make changes here. I think Joel Ndala is the move, so we'll take him off for Pereira, who's now, as we've spoken about, coming back from his injury. Murato can now come off for Araujo. And who else? What else can we do? That might do for now. No, we'll bring on Danilo for Kimmich. So Araujo, Danilo, Pereira, they've come on. Oh boy. All right, cool. This is going well. This is going sensationally. I'm glad I picked this game to play, because I think at the end of the month, we've got Liverpool and Arsenal, and I didn't want to do that. Rodri taking the corner, swinging it in, headed away by Araujo, Mackin receiving it, penalty, and it's someone I just brought on. Oh, I just brought him on and he's given away a penalty. Oh, no. There's no way it's not a penalty. It's a penalty. Like, don't know why we need VAR on every penalty. Can we just go, yeah, that one was a penalty. We don't need it. Josh Sargent with the penalty. Oh, Edison goes the right way, but cannot get there. All right. 20 goals in a season for Josh Sargent at the start of January. What world is this? What's happening? What a weird simulation this is. Goodness me. Good penalty, right in the corner. Edison went the right way and couldn't get there, so it's a good penalty. Done. Let's hit them with a... Goodness me. I went to hit fire up and I've hit no pressure. Whoops. Hopefully that doesn't backfire. Here's a highlight though. Ruben Diaz finds Julian Timber. Timber down the line for Jeremy. Jeremy Pino loses it out to a combination of Weindal and whoever the winger is. Mackin. Mr. Mackin. But Mackin loses it. Mackin toshes it away. No. Ball over the top. Pereira now in the box. Gets it back off to Jaeger. Gets himself a goal. Gets in there. Makes up for his penalty that he gave away just 2 moments ago. I don't know why I said 2 moments ago. Anyway, he does well. I mean, it's a very tight angle. I don't know how he's really got that past the keeper. I'm just still reeling from my Macintosh joke. That was horrible. Great ball from Danilo, who we just brought on as well. Jaeger, don't know what he's done. He's absolutely thrown that away. I just watched myself spit on my thing. Foden is getting tired. I think that's what we'll do. We've got the 2 changes left, so I think we'll protect Foden a little bit and we'll bring on David Essien. Why not? And then who else? Let's bring on Mickey Bradley for Ostergaard and put Timber back in at the centre. And just ride off into the sunset, basically. I mean, I take it easy. Let's just chill. We've got lots of cup football coming up. I think this month we've got 5 cup matches because we've got the 2 against Newcastle. We've got, I think, Leeds in the FA Cup maybe. And then we've got 2 more matches in the Champions League, which is, I think, Ludogorets and Juventus maybe. Who was that? Essien, already on a yellow card, just went absolutely flying in. He's been on the pitch 10 seconds. Not good. 83rd minute, we've got the highlight here. Zappa on the right. Finds Gordon, finds Vitinha. That's a goal. Vitinha gets his goal. Anthony Gordon gets an assist for it. We'll go back to positive and we'll start to just, slow things down a touch. And I say a touch, but I'm going absolutely all out, being a bit of an idiot about it. Let's just slow things down. It was a good little move. Diego out to Zappa on the right. Not closed down quick enough by whoever our left wing is, Pereira, I guess. Butcher loses Gordon, and the centre-backs don't track Vitinha either. I reckon it's a good little move, good quick passing, and they got past us, and that's it. We'll make the changes there. We'll hit them now with an actual fire-up, not just an intended fire-up that we screw up. And it's now 87th minute, and it's 3-2, and that bit earlier when I was saying this was comfortable and easy, looking pretty shocking now, and probably my fault that this has happened in any way, shape, or form. Long ball from Edison, now with Pino. Pino on the right-hand side going around the outside of Weindal. Back to Mickey Bradley. Mickey Bradley also going around Weindal towards Essien, over the top of him. Danilo wins the header. Why was that a highlight? Sometimes I just do not understand Football Manager, What am I looking to do? I want a time waste. And we'll just kick it long. No more screwing around. Why was that a highlight? Why did we just watch Danilo try and score a header from 25 yards? Nothing was ever going to happen. 94th minute now. Oh, there's a highlight. It's us on the counter, but it's probably going to turn around on us, isn't it? Because it started too quickly, or it started too far into the counter-attack. Pereira, good ball for Essien. Essien in. Just wide. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. 94th minute, though. And, of course, the highlight will then continue because it's so late in the game. Just to mess with my heart a little bit more. Just because that's the way that Football Manager's been going the last... I don't know, month, not even month, 3 weeks. Since Erling Haaland got injured, that's what it been messing with me. Estella on the ball, looks back for Edison, take a couple of touches and wallop it, thank you. He thumps it long over the head of Essien, Diego heads it back to Martinez. Let's hit them with the focus. Not long to go now. Huge long ball. Ruben Diaz back to Edison, who can take his time. Let's just slow it down, ease it through. Don't thump it into the striker. Thank you. Lobs it long, not near absolutely anyone, but that's full time, and we'll take our 3 points. Probably on the whole of it deserved, but also should have been better and should close out games better than that, but we'll take it. So that was that then. Nice 3 points against West Ham. West Ham under, of course, Unai Emery that is the coach there. It's good to see Eddie Howe still the coach of Newcastle. It's Bolton that we've got. I was wrong. Bolton, not Leeds. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. We're now, as you see, on top by 5 points. We've got a game in hand, so it could go out to 8. But obviously the 7 that we've spoken about already. Anyway, it's going very well. We're hoping that we can, in the last 16 games, really make sure of it. Next video will come back somewhere like March-ish, probably like around this Manchester derby. I don't know if we'll do the Manchester derby or a little bit before then. I don't know. We'll see how fixtures go with cup competitions and all that. Anyway, that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you do leave us that like, comment what you think of the video, what you want to see from the channel, all that sort of stuff. That's it. Peace.